Hi there, it's Heather. So I'm back with another craft related charity shop haul. I got quite a lot for my money this time, but I have to admit I did have a couple of regrets. Now this is some gorgeous material. I really love this. It's going to be fantastic for making some junk journal covers, and it was a substantial amount. So it's 66 inches by 58 inches and it's sort of double-sided, so I was really pleased with that. You can see there's a texture on one side of an embossed texture, and I really like that. And then the inside has a sheen to it, but with like a black thread running through it. I think it's probably going to be used for all sorts of embellishments as well. Now this is a little scrapbook that I picked up, and it was only £2, and it's got lots of black pages in it. Some of them are mildly damaged, and I did think I'm probably going to use it as a sketchbook rather than a scrapbook. The only thing that bugs me is it's got that tissue, which used to be the trend to sort of protect photos, but I don't like it myself because I always find that it creases, so I might actually be taking that out. But it was a good price, and I really like the cover on it. So for £1.95 I thought that was actually a bit of a bargain. I've just got to remove the tissue. Now these are two sets of hunky-dory stamps. They're both really cute. Now whether they get used or not is a different matter. This is a spring set and a barbecue related set, and they've got a couple of sentiments on there, but I just like the images, so I think I might make a few cards with them. Whether I do or not I don't know, but I might pass them on to somebody that I know. They're only 50p a set and they look brand new and they are quite cute, so we'll wait and see whether these get used or not. So this was my favourite item out of the haul, these brushes, and I thought this was an absolute bargain. I've no idea how much these are normally, but they're lovely big brushes and they cost me about £2 a set. They're going to be great for just laying down a lot of colour on a background, so I'm really pleased with these. Now I do a little bit of ribbon embroidery and general hand embroidery, so I bought this book. It's a ribbon embroidery book and it was only 75p, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not actually so impressed with it. It's a little bit old. I bought it for some of the images and I thought I might use some of the patterns, but to be honest with you I probably won't because I don't tend to follow patterns, so I'm not really sure. That one might end up going back. Then I got this vintage 3D decoupage paper book, and there are lots of images in here that you layer up to make them a bit more 3D. Again, I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to use them all. I might just pass this on to somebody else, not sure yet, but I did like some of the floral images in them. Now this is again one of my favourite pieces. I really love alphabet stamps. I'm a bit addicted to them. I've got loads of them. They were only £1 I think, but you can actually get them really cheap anyway, because I saw some in Home Bargains for £2 I think, so I would have bought them in Home Bargains had I seen them in there. But I'm really pleased with these, and these will get some use. Quite pleased with this. For £1.50 it's a Martha Stewart punch, and I absolutely love Martha Stewart punches. They're brilliant for doing borders, and this one's a Christmas related one, so I'll be using this later on in the year. As Martha Stewart is very good quality, I was really pleased to see that this one still punched out really well, so I really like those holly leaf images on there, and I'm really pleased with that. Now I bought 3 jewellery jars. So these are broken jewellery jars that you get in lots of charity shops. One was £1.95 and 2 were £1.50 each, so I spent just under a fiver on all 3 jars, and I'll be honest with you, this is where my main regrets lie. Although I did find quite a few pieces sort of in each jar that I might use in general crafting, in the main it was just a load of stuff that is probably going to get thrown away. So some of the beads are probably going to be repurposed, but a lot of them were so chunky I'm not entirely sure I'm really going to be able to use them in the style of crafting that I do. But I did like the bling in this particular one, so I might be taking that apart and using it on some embellishments. So that was one of my favourite pieces inside the jars. There are also quite a few faux pearls, although some of them are a little bit tatty. I love this little dangle. I think it must have been an earring, so I'll probably be using that on something as well. So this is a second jar, and this surprised me actually. I wasn't expecting this. Most of it is buttons, and it's quite a lot of vintage buttons. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to use more. I did have a massive tin of buttons and I gave them all away because I found them a little bit overwhelming because I had too many. I do use buttons in crafts, but I don't use them as much as I used to. I think I'm going to try to use them, and we'll see how we go. But there were a couple of little surprises in this particular pack. So I got this massive gem that must have fallen out of something, a couple of vintage buttons, and also this Brook Bond tea sticker, and also this 1946 farthing with a little bird on, and I absolutely love that, so I took those out and kept them. Now this was the worst of the lot I think, because a lot of it is sort of childish jewellery, although there was some nice big plastic beads, resiny type beads that I might use, and I might be able to take some of the jewellery apart. There was this quite nice little stick pin, I think it's probably a lapel pin or tie pin, something like that, so I might be able to use some of these things. The little butterfly is quite cute, but there were beads just going everywhere. The reason I think I bought this jar is because of the teddy, because my daughter loves teddies and I think I'll be able to use it on something for her. So that's my haul. There's quite a lot there. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care everyone, bye!